a good, healthy, fleshing out debate within our own ranks so we have a united front. So we don't end up like we are tonight, debating something and being worried about us as a family being divided.
I would just like to comment on Gary's comment. Because I've told audiences through my years working for the society that the ultimate goal of having a sufficiently informed electorate is to have our legislators discussing bills constitutionally, strictly constitutionally, going down the numbers, having debates, and fleshing it out according to the Constitution. And I don't know if some of you have heard some of the comments made by a congressman in Washington when you're watching C-SPAN or C-SPAN 2 as to the reasons why they should pass this. It's not constitutional reasons. But I really am glad to be here tonight to be a part of this discussion, because to me it's given me a glimmer of what it would be like if we had discussions, debates in Congress, in our state houses, strictly constitutionally.
I think for nullification, with our three different branches of government, the legislative branch does not execute the laws. And so just like it's been brought up before in the House, we can create House concurrent resolutions. We can create these resolutions that we send to the federal government, and we're telling them what we want, but they just pitch it because they're bigger than the states and they don't really care. I think, yeah, I believe that just the way our three branches of government are checks and balances on each other, but when they work together, they can become an unstoppable powerhouse for freedom. And I think that one thing that we need in order to do something like nullification is we have to have a strong executive. We have to have an executor of the law that's going to back up what the legislators do. I think that's kind of an important thing to have if you're going to try nullification.
Okay.
We'll work on that. Peter Kim is great at that, by the way.
Okay. Janet Engelbach with Eagle Forum. And then Bev Allen, you're next.
I'd like to thank the panel. You did an excellent job. Thank you. And I think I turned this off. And Rob, thank you to your club for allowing us to be here tonight. This is an HCR, and I'm not sure how many people know that an HCR goes directly to Congress. It does not. It goes through the House, the Senate, or whichever way it starts, and then it goes straight to Congress. It does not go to our governor. So it's a direct line, and I think that's important that we, as we talk about it, that we make sure we understand that. This is not about fear. It is about reality, and reality is. And my husband's sitting over here. He serves on 5 elected boards at home in the county. And I'm going to just tell you, and he could probably tell you better, but he is a member of a school board. And so he was a delegate to the convention, to the State School Board Association meeting this year. I think that was in October. There was the standards came down. It said, we will teach about a, help me, George, constitutional democracy instead of a constitutional republic, that our kids will know that we have a democracy, not republic. So we went to school.
We have a republic.
Oh, thank you. And I hope you all know that. He went to the school board and they drafted a resolution, and he was the delegate, so he delivered it to the School Board Association meeting. And when he went to present it, they said, oh, can't present this because you have to have it in, the rules say, 30 days prior. It wasn't in 30 days prior. He attempted to bring an amendment forward so he could just do a little bit. No, couldn't do that. And so a convention, it is he who has the gavel that has the power. Now I'm 3rd District Chair for State of Missouri, for the Congressional District. We all know that when we have conventions, and I don't know how many of you have been to political conventions, but he who has the gavel does rule. We make the rules, We appoint the committees that make those rules, and it would be no different when we go to a United States. I cannot believe if you can't handle a school board association and can't get an amendment and your point across because of the rules. How would you ever do this in the United States? I just want to encourage everyone to be involved in their state parties and in their county committees. And then I have one question for the panel. We all agree that the reason we want this is because there's a problem with the current administration or the past administrations coming up. However, what kind of judicial fight? If everything goes well, we make the call, we ratify, we have the convention, we have everything coming out, what kind of timeline are we looking at? I really truly believe that by the time we get to that point, Obama's going to be gone, you gentlemen are going to be gone out of the legislature. I'm for sure going to be gone out of the fight. I've been fighting Equal Rights Amendment in Jefferson City for the last 18 years. It is there again this year. We will still have the same debate. And Phyllis Schlafly has been fighting that for 34 years. And so what kind of timeline? Even if it comes out, it's going to go to the courts. How long will that take? Thank you.
Janet.